One way or another, you're going to have to deal with players that are anywhere from 0 to 30%. Let's see right now if our players can get that locked in here on Jules Veil. Opted for a needle off the rip. Okay, nice and patient. I like it. And I like the, you know what, we don't see this outfit that much. You know, I understand it's not quite 'tis the season yet, but it's getting chilly out there.
Close, honestly, yeah, it's considering it was like 45 degrees this morning, I don't blame the guy.
Yeah, right? Get your warmies on.
I mean, honestly, one of the biggest things for playing a matchup like this is going to be, obviously, Claren does very well into a character like Rana, considering the answers she has for the projectile, getting answers for, like, the big disjointed hitboxes that Ronald puts out forward. The biggest thing, though, is Barking Frog is using a lot of those, like, hitboxes that can somewhat challenge Claren, whether it's going to be the big back air like that, those down tilts that make that space, or just find the follow-ups off stage when she doesn't have time to go reactionary stuff for the that's when you go for the needles. When, like, you pepper them in there, not as an opening tool, but as like a little extra little bit of spice.
The real money makers off stage for Rano, and you're going to see them a lot in this matchup, are needles, back air, and nair. These lingering hitboxes, this long range option. Oh, geez, nearly biting the bullet to that tilt there, and almost charges up the beam. He's going to be able to hold that just for a little bit, but let's go at the end. Now Needles back on, 114. Rano's very quickly moving out of that sort of, you know, typical Claren kill percent. Great DI there.
So goes super deep for the edge guard. They may be a little too overzealous for my taste. Barely makes his way back on. They get attack and a Scoopy going high with that recovery. And now Barking Frog getting back into the driver's seat once again. Saved by his own bubble. Oh, the jab block there again. Not going to find that down to roll away. You know, the perfect conversion there into the forward strong as Searing takes the first stop.
Yeah, that tipper jab is so lethal at those like upper percents there. Once you start hitting triple digits, you really got to watch out. Hang on, up tilt coming in too. Gets a back throw, catches a double jump here. There's not a lot of defense that Barking Frog is going to have access to. Going for the air dodge, works our way back on stage. You take a get-up attack for some chip. I like it. Oh, but that forward strong, the bubble, the unfortunate betrayal. Still able to convert though. Up air, fully invincible while recovering from the ledge there. I like it. You know, take advantage of the iframes that you get when you grab that ledge. It's one of the most important aspects of edge guarding in this game. A forward strong, man. So well-timed, well-placed. Able to find a sweet spot as well. Oh, but what an unfortunate trade. Actually, I think he was dead regardless of the trade, but trade definitely made it easier. Down tilt into that forward air.
So Avocado, what you mentioned earlier, those lingering hitboxes, what you see there from there? You saw Barking Frog extending back in there off of the bubble and then throwing out that nair to keep himself safe.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's having that opener and that level of safety against Claren to then go for the killing blows like the forward air. Because when you don't have something like that, of course, Claren is going to be so much good at like catching Rano whenever he's on the back foot with like those stronger aerials on the ladder combos.
Yeah, but I mean, something's got to be said for the offense that we are seeing from Searing Arrow right now. Not seeing too much of it at current because Barking Frog is currently running the joint. And 4 poison stacks on. Every recovery is going to cause a lot of chip as well. 107, 111 now. Very much just playing a specific space here. Knows that a stray hit can absolutely lead to a stock if we're very picky about our options. I like it. Barking Frog. More than aware, and a forward air definitely going to do it, but oh, never mind. Okay, definitely is going to do it. It shouldn't, all right. But yeah, landing that spike hitbox, popping directly upwards. You get a follow-up of your choosing. The whole world is your oyster after that. Or I guess, I don't know. Is there like an amphibious analog to oyster? Yeah, your world is your lily pad. There you go. See?
Wow.
All right.
There you go.
Loving that. Did use the super jump to get up there, too. Had to use those frog legs. You know?
There you go, man.
1-0 for Barking Frog. Opted for Godai Delta. Claren does like this stage a great deal. I'd say it's relatively even, all things considered, but Claren does very much enjoy the positioning of those platforms. For stuff like that, the way that down air just reaches directly under, and the up tilt covers everything. Look at this follow-up, another up air, nearly dying off the top.
It goes to show, like, the point we were making earlier about how Ron likes to have those active hitboxes to keep himself safe and, like, the dropping in with those needles in general. We have a stage like Godai Delta where not only can Claire keep herself safe for those openings against Rano, but also those longer combo extensions off with the down airs and the up tilts become a lot for Rano to handle. So whenever he gets his runs you down on the ground, you have to find that grab, which you have to make it count.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, has to be very careful about the positioning there. I like the B reversal. Make sure that we grab the ledge. Needle comes out too, just some chip damage. Opt for jabs, strong grounded options. You sort of play that burst movement that you don't always get on Rano, right? Your grounded movement is not that fast. Your airspeed is some of the worst. You gotta be very careful about how you're gonna approach. Opt for the down air, so difficult to contest on shield like that. Nair is gonna keep us safe yet again. Tech chase on a platform. Ooh, patient, I like it. Up air is gonna seal it.
Recognizing Searing typically likes to drop from that platform and find a contention immediately. Gonna find the punish there from Barking Frog once more. It's the up tilt. And now, Impic back up again with a normal get up. Catching him, the special get up isn't gonna save you that time. But still, Barking Frog sitting with a pretty decent lead. Drops down with the Nair once more. And those poison stacks can do so much damage on that recovery. Now, Barking Frog not slowing down anytime soon. Throwing out those forward airs. So deadly for Claren to try to come back from. Another down air into an up air.
No tipper necessary.
That was, yeah.
Just, I frankly, shocking that it was strong enough, but more than shocking for Barking Frog there. That electricity is powerful, but ooh, no double jump all the way deep out there. Got it stolen by those needles. Tough scenario, and that's a big opener for Barking Frog here. Here we see those tech chases, right? Just reaction. Take it piece by piece, and we are just taking you all the way across the stage. You can't double jump that low, man. You got to be very careful. You got to fight back if you're going to get back to the ledge like that. Barking Frog just runs away with it at game 2.
I think the biggest thing that Searing is struggling with is maybe giving this Rhino a bit too much respect when playing around in the air.
I would agree.
You know, it's like, obviously I can understand trying to take the more focused of a grounded approach and try to considering how much he's playing in the air, trying to dissuade him from playing in the air. Think about it, the Rhino will always play in the air and run around and zip around off of his Spider-Man nonsense.
We are at 60, 69. The out DI nearly kills. I had to go for an early up B, and that is going to get punished into double forward air forward strong. We're just making it up out here, and that lingering back air, that is a 0-2 death.
Oh my goodness. And the thing is, like, yeah, obviously you can maybe catch him once in a blue moon off those air landings. But the thing is, you need to put your foot forward first. You know, like his movement being so unpredictable, you cannot chase him down. You cannot react to where he's going to land.
Yep.
So Searing looking to find that immediate starting hit, going off of that good platform again. The backstep not going to find that dash attack. But now waiting for Barking to overextend, playing out of the corner there. That big full hop down. Go for it again, but Barking learning his lesson the first time. With an up tilt. Up air isn't going to do it. Searing waiting for this landing for this Rhino and delaying. Had the right idea with the forward again, but Rhino being so quick, you could not find that hit there.
Yeah, use of the B reverse needles in order to get so much momentum and a double forward air. Yet again, patient with the follow-up, letting that hit stun breathe. You're gone. You're done. It is I would call it a respect thing, you know? We get clipped by this first forward air, and Searing Arrow's like, all right, I guess I'll just wait for the other one, right? Doesn't want to swing into it, doesn't want to overextend, but hold on. Back throw into forward strong. Catching that bad DI. 2 stocks to 1. Very doable, but we are going to need to get out of this little vortex here.
Catching the jump from the ledge there with those extra needles once more. And Barking Frog doing a fantastic job catching these over-aggressive habits out of the corner, waiting to find those more aggressive reads on the part of Searing out. Expecting Barking Frog to be one place, and while you're technically correct, he's just barely out of your range. Just barely out of your whiff range on those tilts, on those aerials. In reality, you can't find the punish you need, so you need to get in there and make these options happen before Barking Frog can get away from you.
Such strong follow-ups there, but none of it's going to be able to take a stock. A down tilt, going to keep us in advantage, though. Fighting back straight off the ledge. Great ledge dash. I love it. Ooh, jab is going to be slightly out of range, actually, and Searing Arrow is going to maybe get a new lease on life, but no, again, a little bit of a high commit into that forward strong there, and a down strong catching that bad DI. That is another swift 3-0 coming in, this time from Barking Frog.
See, Barking Frog has enlisted in the Lucius School of Edge Guarding.